come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action, now it's Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
This defense for the Niners, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Out to the right to Humphries. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Lance.
Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 times.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
And Lance now to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Okay, break.
Throwing again on second down.
Lance looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, they cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Fields.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 4th down, Fields.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
The Lance going to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance, that's complete left side to Gray. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Ready, go.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Get it.
To throw, it's Lance. Running the slant, Gray with it.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it. And I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
double.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And this pass caught by Gray.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions, and the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Danny Gray.
A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw is Fields.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. This one complete, Lance to Kittle.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Slide through.
Lance looking to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray
From 8 yards out.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Fields.
And now here is another interception.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
First down, here's Mitchell. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game.
There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side.
71 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use